Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Valley View softball. Senior Blayse Cholish has graduated. She's headed to Kutztown University. Well, Blayse, some honors for you after the season, you and your teammates, and another great year there at Valley View.
Yes, definitely a good year.
Well, tell us about your team and going through some district titles and state championships. I'm sure it was a whole lot of fun with Coach EJ Weston.
Yes, it was definitely a lot of fun, and as a team, it definitely brought you closer, spending day in and day out together nonstop. You just always talk about the game, and you talk about where you're going to go to eat after, and what you're going to go and do, and where we're going to go hang out, and it just brings the team closer as friends more than just softball players. Like, I know from experience, I met Casey Pierce through softball, and I played by her side my entire life, and I created such a great friendship with her, and it's so strong that we talk about how we have to play each other next year and how it's going to be so different because we're not going to be by each other's side anymore, and you don't have that same bond you have anymore when you separate, and it definitely is just a learning experience, and it brings you closer as a team.
Well, you mentioned that bonding there at Valley View. Not many teams are closer than what you girls have meant to each other over the last several years, and you kind of got into that a little bit. And I think Coach Weston and the coaching staff and, of course, the whole community there at Valley View, you're kind of one heartbeat.
Yeah, definitely. There's no way that you can say that anyone has a closer team than what we had through softball. I mean, we literally were together 24/7. After practice, we'd go to someone's house, or we'd swim somewhere, or we'd just go and hang out. And you're just always with those people that you forget you have other friends sometimes. You forget to go and hang out with them because you just always want to be around your team. And being together like that, it definitely brings more chemistry between each other, and it definitely makes it easier to play together also.
Blayse, talk about the state championship appearance and winning a state title last year, what that was like.
Being there the first time was definitely scarier than the second time, because the second time around, you're used to it. You saw what it's like to play in front of a crowd like that. You saw the energy that everyone brings to each other, and you feed off that energy. The first time we were there, we were definitely more nervous than we were the second time. I mean, we've never played in a game like that before, that many people and that type of feel. It intimidates you a little. And to win it the way we won is definitely just an amazing experience.
Blayse Cholish joining us here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, Blayse, you're headed to Kutztown University. Tell us about some of the schools you were thinking about going to and why you decided to become a Bear.
Some of the other schools I was looking at was Bloomsburg, which is awkward because it's Kutztown's rival. And then I visited Kutztown. And when I set foot on Kutztown's campus, I fell in love with it. And then I met with the coach, and I practiced with them, and I fell even more in love with the school. And I couldn't see myself anywhere else but Kutztown. And I'm so excited to be there. I'm going to continue to play softball there, and it's definitely going to be another learning experience.
How about the area that you're going to study? Tell us about the major and why you chose it at Kutztown University.
I'm going to be studying forensics, and I chose it because growing up, I was always into CSI stuff, and I would always get the kits, and I would always be running around my house dusting for fingerprints. And I knew as soon as that I saw that Kutztown had that program that was my school. That was for me.
Blayse Cholish taking her academic and athletic careers to Kutztown University. Here on the John Mendola Show, we are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, Blayse, when you talk about being able to balance both at the collegiate level, you had to do it pretty well at the high school level, a 3-year starter at Valley View, being able to be pretty good in the classroom and doing the job on the field as well. Tell us about how you're going to do that and take that game from high school to the college level? And does it come easy for you? You had to keep working at it?
Definitely have to keep working at it. I mean, nothing easy in life, and I'm sure everyone knows that. And definitely going to be a big change from high school to college, and I plan on doing the best I can, just like I did in high school, but doing 10 times more at college than what I did in high school because it's just that much harder.
Well, you mentioned you'll be playing against your high school teammate, Casey Pierce. She's headed to Mansfield University. We got some local girls at Bloomsburg University from northeastern Pennsylvania. They'll be a rival as well. So plenty of rivalries. You'll get to see some of these girls every so often, and I'm sure you'll keep in touch with all of your teammates there at Valley View as the years go on. Thank you for your time today, Blayse.
Thank you for having me.
Blayse Cholish from Valley View to Kutztown University to play softball and study forensics here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.